Hello. We're live. I cannot hear you. We're off to a great start.
I'm just doing the. What are you talking about? This is my best impression of Shooter Sanders. Anyways, everybody, I know you're all here. I know why you're all here. You see the title of the episode. I mean, aside from the recent news that came out today for the Bengals, but we're here for the most important thing on the news. The most important thing. I have made a decision. Thomas doesn't even know about this.
Nope.
This decision has been going about it for a while now, and we're getting closer. I feel like it's due. I'm going to take my talents and invest in Daniel Jones stock.
Clap it up. And also do not clap and drive.
After 5 weeks, I didn't want to believe it. I was such in denial, and I will invest a little bit part of my money, whatever I have, in Daniel Jones stock. We'll see from here from out, but yes. Also, the UFL just announced their new their teams. Okay, so with that, for what it is, so the UFL, they finally announced what's been going on the last couple weeks, that Memphis, San Antonio, and Michigan are no longer going to be the markets of the UFL heading towards 2026. RIP to those teams, Brahmas, Panthers, and Showboats. Showboats felt like it was very expected. It felt like it was a very expected move. You had but Michigan, it made sense in a way for their stadium because I don't think they could afford another year playing in Detroit or Ford Field specifically. But San Antonio, that's the one that shocked me the most. A team that, made the championship last year, been there for the last 3 seasons. I thought they'll be there for more in the long haul than anything. I thought the the Roughnecks at the time were going to be the team. But now, this morning, they made a huge announcement. So the Birmingham Stallions are staying. The St. Louis Battlehawks are staying. Another team is staying, the Renegades, but they're no longer the Arlington Renegades anymore. They are back to being the Dallas Renegades for the first time since the 2020 XFL season, even though they're going to play in Frisco, Texas, and Toyota Stadium. But we do have a rebrand change. The Houston Roughnecks are no more once again. We are back. The Houston Gamblers are back to being their original name, since that was the plan back in 2024 to rebrand their Gamblers to the Roughnecks. Now it's Roughnecks back to the Gamblers. Snip, snap, snip, snap. And now they're no longer going to play at TDCU. So for the third season in a row, they're going to be playing at a different stadium, in Shell Energy Stadium, home of the Houston Dynamo soccer team. So, that's a good move, but here to announce the brand new teams. On the first one, going to Louisville, we got the Louisville Kings. And I think a certain friend of ours have announced his allegiance. I feel a little bit betrayed, but it is what it is. I respect it. I'll respect the move, the reason. Then we have, going down south to Florida, we got the Orlando Storm playing not at Camping Ground Stadium. No, they will be playing at the Orlando Soccer Stadium this upcoming season. So we'll see how that one goes. And finally, the last team going back up north, we got the Columbus Aviators, which they'll be playing at the Columbus Soccer Stadium. So, I mean, these are decent moves overall. I felt like this is, hopefully it is the right direction to go to. I'm just, it's just unfortunate for the three markets that they couldn't make it. Any thoughts on the UFL announcement?
It's kind of funny having the Gamblers go back, go to the Roughnecks, then go right back to the Gamblers, kind of like right back where it all began. I think Orlando getting a team is probably the most shocking, especially over Seattle. Like, since Seattle was in the running, like they were in the top two to get a team back, and they just didn't get it back, which is really unfortunate. But hopefully, with the expansion happening in either next season or the season after, the Seattle Sea Dragons can finally make their fucking return. I will say Orlando Storm kind of goes hard. I don't remember what their colors are, but in my opinion, they should be purple and black. Because that shows, right where a famous racer with the exact same name, Storm, lost a really famous race to a rookie driver halfway through. Shout out my girl Cruz Ramirez. She is a dog. But class alcohol. But like, I don't know, kind of going based off of all that. I feel bad for Michigan because they had a really passionate fan base. They were in like the top 3 from what I've seen, and they were also like all around a really, really good team. I mean, from Jake Bates kicking that 64-yarder in Ford Field against my Battlehawks, and then signing to the Detroit Lions immediately after the season was over. To the very next year, they go all the way to the UFL Championship, beating out beating out your Birmingham Stallions.
That's their final win, by the way. That's gonna be their final win until unless they come back in 2028, depending on what they end to move.
I mean, listen. If my final win could be against the Birmingham Stallions, I will take that, and that's fine. If anything, that was their Super Bowl. They finally extinguished their demons. But it's really funny because I remember after that game, you signed a contract saying that the Stallions and the Panthers would not be considered rivals. And a few months later, the rivalry is dead. It's gone. You signed that contract for nothing.
Look, here it is. I mean, for right now, look, Mike Leopold, who is now a part of the ownership for the UFL, I will say this. I think for what it is, he's been he's done at least a lot better communication compared to what we saw with Danny and Dwayne Johnson over the last couple seasons. Because every year it's just been like an unknown. It's like, oh, is this team going? Or is this team going to actually stay? It's just been very unknowns. But now, at least with Mike Leopold, he's at least trying to do it. He's even though with the unfortunate losses of San Antonio, Michigan, and Memphis, these were at least considered these business moves. And hopefully with these markets, they could eventually grow as a team. And even then, there's still apparently a rumor that they could expand in 2028. So, and there's been some rumors going around that, hey, maybe Michigan could come back because the Detroit FC team of the United Soccer League will have a new stadium by 2027. So maybe the Michigan Panthers couldn't come back. I'm not sure. And I'm not sure what's going to go on with Seattle because now if they're making these moves out of costly decisions, what's going to happen with let's just say they want to have the Sea Dragons. What's going to be the move for the stadium? Because I don't know they want to renting out another NFL stadium just to have 10,000 in attendance, 12,000 in attendance, just in the front seats, which I feel like that's just going to be very cost heavy if you're just trying to rent out another NFL stadium, unless they have another plan going forward if they bring back the Sea Dragons.
Yeah, I mean, personally, I wouldn't mind if they ran out on the stadium that the fucking Huskies play in. That wouldn't be too terrible. Again, it's college stadium, a smaller stadium. You won't have to. It won't be too spendy. You won't have to worry much about trying to fill up the seats. They unfortunately cannot rent out the soccer team, the Sounder Stadium, because they share stadium with Lumen Field.
Lumen Field, yeah.
So that's out of the question. I feel like if the Senators have their own stadium, that could be whatever. Unless they can pitch a deal and try to get Seattle's rugby team to pull some strings, but I really fucking doubt it. Also, I didn't even know that Seattle had a fucking rugby team until 2 years ago when I saw them play a game. I was like, oh, okay, cool, and move on with my life. But there's just, Seattle being that big, but there only being really two major fields to play football on. There's not much else you can do. And if the Sounders had their own location, I would say that could be it. But with the Sounders sharing Lumen Field, it's just not worth it. Having three, I'm not saying big market and giant team sharing one field, but the amount of painting the field that I have to go down, all the equipment going in, just trying to work out scheduling, just be a complete pain in the ass, and it's not really worth it financially and just physically. So I understand why Seattle didn't get brought back. It's just that if they had their own plays, or if they can just again maybe try to get with the Huskies and try to do something with that. But as of right now, I don't mind the decision moving forward. It's just that if they were to bring back the Dragons, it has to be at a reasonable way and for a reasonable price in a reasonable location.
Yeah. Another stadium that I'm not saying I want it or it shouldn't. I don't think it should be a number one decision, but it's out there. It might be T-Mobile Park. Yes, as I know, it's a baseball field. We're aware of it, but we have seen throughout time that we have seen NFL and MLB stadiums do share stadiums together. Even though it's not the best decision, but it's an idea that could just oddly work. And I know baseball season and UFL season happens around the same time, so scheduling is going to be very weird in order to alternate weeks on out, just to figure out, okay, is the Sea Dragons going to go play? How many road games will the Sea Dragons have for that weekend or for the weekends going forward? That's going to be an interesting decision there. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes for the next couple of years. Hopefully, the UFL still lives on, and hopefully Mike Leopold does make the best decisions possible. All right, now on to the NFL games. We're gonna go to the NFL games. Unless Thomas, do you have a decision?
I don't think so. No.
No decision?
No.
You're not gonna no stocks?
I might be reinvesting my stocks in the Bo Nix.
Might be.
Might be. I might put some stock into Liam Cohen, even though I already had stock in him, but I might be throwing more stock in. Jaguars continue to impress me every single week, and they could be 5-0 right now if week 2 just didn't exist.
Yeah.
And that's where all my problems started.
Yeah. But anyways, let's get. Oh.
let's go over these games.
All right.
Predict week 6, and then we move on. That's it. Nothing else to talk
All
about.
right. All right. Well, starting with the Thursday night game, 49ers Rams. I think it's finally time to say it. Mac Jones, he might be him. Kyle Shanahan got his QB 4 years later, but I mean, this is now okay. Okay, we're probably gonna wait until the Mac Jones train falls off. But if Mac Jones does keep playing like this just says more about that the Niners could legit fit almost anyone into their scheme, and they should be fine as long as they're at least a decent quarterback. I mean, like, yeah, Jimmy G. They brought it. Brock Purdy just came out of nowhere, and it says more. And that just says more now about the Kyle Shanahan system than anything, which is great, which is good. But it just feels like, oh, now it's looking like, oh, we paid Brock Purdy 53 or 55 million for nothing if Mac Jones is somehow playing like very great ball. Even though I will still say Brock Purdy's at least a better quarterback, I will still say it, but it's still after 3 weeks, Mac Jones 3-0 in his starting time in San Francisco. I think there's gonna be some questions. There's probably gonna be a little bit of discussion right now. Who knows?
I mean, it sounds like the Niners certainly have like a QB battle right now.
Is like Brock Purdy's 1-1.
Mac Jones is 3-0.
I mean, we'll see. We'll see next week. Wait, who do they play next week? Hold on, I'm gonna go find it right here. Next week they play the Bucks, so we'll see how Brock Purdy's. It could be a test for Mac Jones. This one could be like the test, and Brock Purdy's not like ready to go for Sunday's game because he's going to be week to week once again after pushing him out early for the Jaguars game last week. So we'll see how that goes. But the Rams, they might be fraudulent. I think they might be low key fraudulent. I mean, yes, they're 3-2. Yes, they're 3-2. But if you're looking at these games, they could either be 3-2 or 4. They either would be 5-0 or they could be 1-4 right now. Just looking at the games, you have the Texans game. If the Texans had an O line, they probably Rams likely lose that game. They destroyed the Titans. That's like the only win I'm right now seeing. That's like conveniently they got it for. Then they lost to Philly week 3. They barely edged out the Colts week 4. And then week 5, we just saw that Thursday night game where the injured 49ers team took control of the game. They legit took control of the game despite what the score says. Niners dominated, but I think it might be the Rams. They're probably still going to be competing for the NFC West. The NFC West is wide open still, even after this game. But Rams, you got to kind of start considering what's going on.
Is the Stafford era over?
I mean, Stafford's still playing good. It's just, I feel like he still needs to consider having a new quarterback at this point. Even if Stafford still has like 2 or 3 more years left somehow, you still got to find someone to take the reins because Stafford's not going to be here forever. I feel like it's still a decision right now. We'll see how it goes after this season, but Puka Nacua, though, he's still a dog, though. I will say he's there. I will give him that. Now, the next game, we got Let me.
Crumpets.
What?
Wonderful tea and crumpets game.
Oh yeah, tea and crumpets. London. Carson Wentz versus Dylan Gabriel. In my pick'ems, I was close. I was so close in getting that correct. Dylan Gabriel, I mean, for his debut, he didn't play bad. I mean, it's better than where the last 4 weeks of quarterback play for the Browns was. But I mean,
We're good.
I mean, Dylan Gabriel, I mean, he didn't play bad for the most part. He just did his best as he can. 2 touchdowns, solid game. It's better than it was than the last few weeks, but it wasn't enough. Carson Wentz still played better. I mean, Carson Wentz came up with the clutch in that last final drive. Browns defense just they sold in that last drive, and it was just. And then after that, there was the Hail Mary attempt, not only once, but twice to win the game, still failed. And, that's what it is. I mean, we'll see how Dylan Gabriel goes forward. At least there's at least some confidence in him. But next week, they do play the Steelers. We'll see how that goes. Now, but yeah, that's I'm gonna end that Browns Vikings game from here on out. On to the next game. We got the Raiders and Colts.
Not much to say.
Where's my belt? Where's my belt?
I think I went into my back seat, but I don't fucking know.
Either way, you get the idea here. Geno Smith.
Buddy, it is Jover. Just like Joe Flacco, his career's over.
Okay. Anyways, look, and people said, here it is. Every week, I kind of like it more and more now that like everyone said trading Geno Smith was a bad decision. People said that the Raiders were going to be a dark horse wildcard team, which I understand to an extent because he's going back with Pete Carroll, But here's the thing: Geno Smith, Geno Smith just prone to throw so many turnovers. At least, here's the thing with Seattle, we at least try to manage Geno Smith to not prone to not make him throw that many turnovers, but it's just his accuracy's not there. Than it was last year. At least yes, he thrown an interception here and there, but at least it was still hey, I would rather still trust Geno Smith than Sam Howell. I would rather trust Geno Smith than maybe another random third string quarterback that
Joe Flacco.
Sure. Joe Flacco. Sure. Unless it's 2023, then different story. But this is why I said I'm investing in Daniel Jones stock. Daniel Jones.
Belt to ass.
But let's be for real. He does have an elite running back in Jonathan Taylor. Let's give it that. Jonathan Taylor is also great right now. I mean, here it is. The Colts defense have looked a lot better than they did last year. From Gus Bradley to Lou Amorano, they at least looked a hell of a lot better than last year. But at this moment, the Colts, not only leading the AFC South, currently in the playoff picture, they are the number 1 seed. Imagine in week 1, before the season started, Thomas, what would have happened if I told you before the beginning of the season that the Colts will be the number 1 seed heading to week 5 with a 4-1 record?
I would have said you're high.
The only way I would imagine that possible if Anthony Richardson turned into 2020 Josh Allen. We're like, oh, his first 2 years were pretty bad, but like the third year, he just like locked in and boom. But no, Daniel Jones and the Colts actually look like contenders. They might. Well, I mean, there's another team in hand that still is going to that's still going to give them a rough. I mean, there's like still two more teams in the division that's still going to give them a tough time to win the AFC South division. But right now, they have looked great. Like and they have shown that they can at least compete with the Rams, a still solid wild card team right now. And I mean, they have another test coming up pretty soon against the Chargers, so we'll see how that one goes. But yeah, Colts are real. Next one, we got Giants Saints. Spencer Rattler, congratulations! You finally won your first game. Spencer Rattler, after going 0-10 in his career so far, he finally won a game versus the New York Giants. Oh, it's over. At least it's over for right now. And then you realize they play the Patriots next week. So, I mean, there it is. The Saints have looked. I mean, the Saints have looked better each week. Their offense is not terrible, but they're still like a very weak team. I mean, at least I like what I'm seeing out of Kellen Moore. I mean, yes, I know it's the Giants, but they at least showed an example. They showed what they can do. So, but the Giants, that high just ended very quickly. I mean, Jackson Dart, 2 touchdowns, 2 INTs. That is rough. Rough for you. Now, next game, we got the Cowboys-Jets. Cowboys just destroyed the Jets. The Jets season 0-5 without a single takeaway. I don't think there's any more than I said. Next one, we got the Broncos and the Eagles. Eagles, we got to talk. How do you blow a 17-point lead? Oh, we got someone here. Care to comment that? Care to... I mean, I can't really say much, so...
No.
No?
I mean, the fact that they have been outscored, 23-8 so far this series? Like, they're 0-2 so far in this series. And they play here in about 3 hours. 4 hours. I don't know in 5 what. And in the whole
Cancun
series? Yeah. Speaking of which, I don't know if you saw, but all right. I don't know if you saw, but in the wonderful Cancun series, Devers put up 3 home runs last night. It was great.
Hey, we're going to go to Cancun. Let's go.
Your team tied the series.
Let's go. We're going back home to San Francisco. We're going to host a home game in Cancun. Let's go.
You're doing it. You're doing the thing.
Doing it. Cancun champions. Here we go. All right. Well, next one. Eagles blew a 17-point lead. Oh, speaking of another 17-point lead, guess what happened? The Dolphins blew a 17-point lead too to the Panthers, a team they had dead to rights. Mike McDaniel, here it is. No, I got one. Look. We blew a lead. That's why when you don't score enough points. We just got to score more points next time, and we'll win the game. Mike McDaniel, probably.
Listen, that quote inspired me right there. Whoa. Trade alert.
Huh?
What the fuck?
What? Wait.
Huh?
So, breaking news. The Chargers are trading Ravens edge rusher Odafe Owe. What?
Hello?
Are they tanking? This season, the Ravens are admitting to tanking.
Oh my god!
They need an edge rusher. Why are they trading one? Why they're trading one out?
And like, it's their best edge rusher.
What?
What the fuck?
Ravens, you got destroyed 44-10 this past Sunday.
The Chargers have better have given up like at least one first-round pick.
No trade details yet. We'll probably get in a bit,
Yet.
but
What the hell?
I know the trade deadline's coming up. I never expected him to be a candidate. I don't think anyone had that in like, oh yeah, that's a guy to trade for. No.
Oh my god.
I know this contract's coming up, so that's probably the reason why they're like, okay, we can't probably pay him, so they're like, maybe they'll get something out of it. Wow.
Biggest and only trade to come out of today. I heard a thing saying Adam Schefter says there's going to be like 20 trades to come out before the trade deadline. This was the first one.
Sure.
First of many.
First of many. But
oh my god. The
former
first round pick is on the move. Yeah, a first round pick. He was a first round pick. Bro lasted like 3 fucking years.
This is.
Oh my god.
I don't know what to say. I thought. I never expected him like to get traded. Like, I'm not even.
Oh my god.
We're tanking. I think they just admitted they're just gonna tank. I mean, Harbaugh to Harbaugh trade. Hang
on. Oh my god! The fucking trade details.
The safety Olaya Gilman and a 5th round pick for Odafe Owe and the Rams 7th pick in 2027. Wait, I think they meant to say Chargers.
Them.
I think they meant to say the Chargers, but unless the Chargers have the Rams pick, like a Rams pick that we didn't know of.
The Chargers fleeced them.
Yeah,
What the hell?
I mean, the AFC North is now wide open.
Yeah, for the this is the Steelers' division to lose. And
if they
again,
blow it.
Here's the thing. If you're the Steelers, you're on a bye week and you just watch every single team in your division fall. So, fall game. And you're watching the Browns trade away a quarterback, which will not be named, and the Steelers trade away one of their best defensive pieces for a bag of Skittles.
Steelers going Super Bowl. We're going Super Bowl, everybody.
They're going to the Super Bowl.
This is probably the best chance to win the AFC.
Dear God.
Look at the AFC competition right now. You have the Colts. You have the Bills. You have the Chargers. You got who else? The Jaguars right now. The
Broncos technically.
The Chiefs, even though they're not in the playoff picture, they're still going to be a threat.
No. You keep their BS so much to go away from the damn playoffs.
Maybe the Patriots. Maybe the Patriots.
Maybe the
That's
fucking
still a
Patriots.
stretch. But you're telling me that the Pittsburgh Steelers are 3-1. They might actually win the AFC North for the first time since 2020. And maybe, look at how this season goes. We might. So you remember that 2017 conference championship graphic where you had Blake Bortles.
People are posting that right back up.
It's gonna
we're going to be
be
getting this again.
We're going to get Josh Allen, Aaron Rodgers, Baker Mayfield, and why not Jared Goff? Let's make this the championship bracket graphic.
I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do.
The Steelers, if you don't win this division, I don't know what to say. Oh my God. I had them going 9-8. They can actually go 9-8 and win AFC North.
9-8. That's the best part.
Like Lamar, I don't even think, even if he comes back, I don't even know if that's gonna be enough to get them to win out. I don't know. The Ravens defense is terrible, and it got even worse now.
The team that had 44 points just dropped on them 2 days ago said, "No, it's great. Let's trade away one of our best defensive pieces for a bag of airy potato chips."
Yeah, Ravens fans, I don't know what to think. And speaking of Ravens, what Texas Ravens recap? Well, that's enough said.
Yeah. The trade just did the talking.
Next game, Titans Cardinals. Oh my God, Titans Cardinals.
The greatest game we've ever had to witness.
Cardinals. Okay, I watched that game. All 4 quarters. You were there, you were there hearing me talk about this game, how it was boring. This game was terrible by any means. The Cardinals, legit, for the first half, they look like the greatest show. They look like the best team in the NFL for a good half. And I was thinking, okay, this is definitely going to be like a 40-6 type game. You were 21-6 in the first half, looking like you were easily good eats. Third quarter, Titans defense suffocated you. Fine, 0-0, still 21-6. And then after that, Emari Demercado, you had a 72 rushing touchdowns in the palm of your hand, and you decided to pull a Donnie Mitchell and fumble it at the 1-yard line to cause a touchback, hence causing the Titans to get a touchdown right after their offensive drive, which you guys could have been 28-6, but no, you won't. And then it gets even more funny. Then after that, you guys had the chance to beat the Titans. You guys picked it off, but you decided to fumble it, and it gets even worse. Kicking to the end zone where our boy Tyler Lockett finally got his first touchdown via fumble recovery to get the game down to 2. Yeah, again, you had another chance. Stop the Titans. You just had to keep moving the ball. You got the Titans to punt. Yeah, you had to punt. And guess what? Cam Ward, with all his might, got down in the 2-minute drill and was able to get Joey Sly to field goal range and kick the game-winning field goal to 22-21. Final score. Titans got their first win. Cardinals, you are frauds. Get out of here. Oh, this has been an episode, everybody. This has been an episode.
We had even more breaking news. The Raiders signed punter Brad Robinson to their practice squad.
Yeah, I think AJ
Brad Robbins.
Cole, Brad Robbins. I'm not sure. I think I heard something about AJ Cole being injured. I could be wrong. But oh yeah, speaking of injuries and special teams, the kicker, the Colts kicker, Colts signed kicker Michael Badgley to their team after their current kicker got injured for the rest of the year. That's a just a side note, just to stay out there. All right, we
I can
back.
give you that. Give him back.
All right, we're good. All right. Then we have Seahawks Buccaneers, the game of the ages. This was overall a great game. Both quarterbacks just duked it out. It was just went back and forth. Both defenses couldn't do anything. But I'll say this: Seattle or Jalen Milroe. What was that? What was that? You just had to probably just go down, and that would have been fine. But no, he decided, you know what? I'm going to be cute and threw a lateral pass to Kenneth Walker, which caused a fumble. It got the Bucs to recover the game. Seattle had their opportunity to win that game. They got choked at the end. I will not blame Sam Darnold for that interception. It was just it just happened to hit through the helmet, and it was just a good play by the Buccaneers defense. But the Seahawks are still playoff contenders. I will still say that. I will still say Seattle's still going to give you a tough time. We're gonna find a way to win these games. All right. This week was something. I will say that.
The Seahawks sacrifice themselves so the Mariners can get a win against the Detroit Tigers in the ALDS.
All right. Now we got Commanders Chargers. Chargers just got obliterated by the Commanders. The Commanders are back. Hence Thomas wearing the jersey. Commanders are back for now. Then after that, the Sunday night game, Bills. I know you're going to blame the refs, but you got too sloppy. You lost to the New England Patriots. I don't know even what to say. You lost to the Patriots, and here it is. I'll give props to the Patriots. It doesn't say anything much about the Bills, but I know the Bills will probably bounce back the next week. But for what it is, the Patriots, they're looking sneaky. 2 weeks ago, they lost to the Steelers in a game where they probably had it. Maybe a team could have been. Honestly, the Patriots could have probably been 4-1 right now. Ideally, maybe just 3-2. But the Patriots are at least looking better now. They could be a sneaky playoff team, like people were saying earlier this year. But we'll see. And the final game, Monday Night Football, Chiefs versus the Jaguars. I didn't really see much of this game, but the Chiefs, 2-3. I'm kind of shocked. I'll say this. I'll give props to the Jacksonville Jaguars for doing the best they can. To win that game. They did. The Jaguars did win that game for sure. They had everything on their grasp. The Jaguars, they might look real. Duval. This is, I will say, yeah, the Jaguars, they might be looking really real right now. And we'll see how they go from there on out. I mean, we're gonna get to the pick'ems in shortly. We're gonna wait for Thomas, and eventually, yeah. All right, you are back.
Yeah.
You want to give your thoughts on Jaguars Chiefs? I didn't really watch much of the game last night, so
I didn't watch any of the game last night. I saw that Lawrence had one of the greatest touchdowns ever. Um, which that was pretty funny.
yeah.
And the Chiefs are once again fraudulent.
Yep. The Chiefs 2-3. That is something. But I will say this: the Jaguars are looking very sneaky good right now. The Liam Cohen is starting off great. Starting off great so far. And we'll see how it goes for the rest of the season. But Jaguars not looking too bad. They're not to look too bad. All right, bye everybody. The most important time we're waiting for. The
Pick'ems.
yeah, pick'ems, but you suggested something to me right now.
Yep.
Huh?
Yeah.
Wait.
I read that today. I'm like, what?
Wait. California bans streaming services from increasing audio levels during commercials. Where California's loud and clear, and what's clear is that they don't want commercials louder than any loud. I have never noticed that. I have never noticed that whenever I watch TV. Maybe it's noticeable to some people, but
Well, there you go.
Okay, well, all right. I didn't know that was a thing, but okay, all right, all right. Well, on to the pick'ems now. Okay, so week 6. All right, let's go to the records. Last week was a terrible week for everyone. Let's go straight from there. Logan and I went 6-8. Thomas went 5-9. I'm still in the lead, but we'll see how long will that goes. I'm 48-29-1. Thomas is 44-33-1, and Logan is 47-30-1. I'm assuming he picked the Rams. There's no way he chose the Niners.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right. So, uh, Eagles Giants Thursday night football.
No explanation needed.
Look, I'll say this: this is either going to be a really good game or a really bad game. There is no in between. What's going to happen here? But give me the Eagles.
That's fair. I'm also going to be taking Philadelphia.
Fly Eagles fly. Fly Eagles fly.
Fly
Next
Eagles
one.
fly.
Broncos and the Jets. This time in
Holy
London.
crap.
What?
$4.79 gas.
Oh. Was this like a It was a Chevrolet?
Chevron. Yep.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
I'm not going there.
All
Moving
right.
on.
Well, Broncos Jets game in London. I mean, could the Jets win outside of the country? Is that what's going to take here from here on out? I'm not sure, but with that, I'm picking the Broncos. But I mean, the game since oh, good.
I'm also going to be picking Denver.
Denver. All right. So the Broncos win. Are you back on the Bo Nix train?
I will hop right back on White Boy season.
All right. Next one, we got the Arizona Cardinals going against the Colts. It's weird that this game would have been like a very 50-50 matchup, but it's no longer that. Give me the Colts.
Yeah. Time for Daniel Jones, the greatest quarterback this season.
Yep. Chargers, Dolphins. Chargers. This has to be your bounce back win. This is it. Give me the Chargers.
After that trade from today, definitely gonna be Chargers.
Let's go, Chargers.
Chargers.
All right. Next one, we got the Browns and the Steelers. Dylan Gabriel's second start of the season.
Mm-hmm.
The QB room now consists of Dylan Gabriel, Shedeur Sanders, and currently on the practice squad, Bailey Zappi. So we'll see how that goes. I don't know what happened to Joe Flacco, but he apparently disappeared.
Yeah, from what I've heard, I want to say he died.
All right.
Yep.
Well, but with that, Steelers after a bye week, I think give me the Steelers. I think Dylan Gabriel might keep this a close game, but I feel like he can't. Yeah, I feel like he can. Go ahead.
I was gonna say Steelers are currently red hot.
Yeah. It's like you cannot not pick the Steelers. Like
Exactly.
Yeah. Next one, Cowboys and Panthers. This one might be actually a weird game here. It's like the Cowboys, yes, they dominated versus the Jets, a bad team, but then it could be just this type of game where the Panthers could get this win. I mean, they came back 17 points. Rico Dowell, former Cowboy, looked really good last week. And I feel like, this could be a shootout for all we know. But I think I'm still at least going to pick the Cowboys for right now. Give me Dallas.
Give me Carolina. I am thinking Carolina.
Right. It's just a weird game right here. I could see this one being a Carolina trap game, being in Carolina right here. But see how that goes. Next one, the 10 a.m. game, we got the Seahawks and the Jaguars. The Seahawks going on an unfortunate loss last week at home versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, the Jaguars coming up of a big win versus the Chiefs. This one's actually going to be a good one here. This one's going to be tough to pick, but I'm still going to ride with Seattle. But I better hope Devin Witherspoon is actually going to be healthy for this game. and Love too.
I did see that Witherspoon and Love are currently in limited practice, so that is a good sign.
All right,
Oh look, cheap, affordable gas,
nice.
$3.79.
There we go. Much better.
Much
Way
fucking
better.
better.
All right, Seahawks or the Jaguars.
I mean, obviously, I am going to ride with my boys in Seattle. But listen, I won't be too upset if the Jags win. Considering the fact that again they are, I am rooting for them to claim that division.
Yep. All right, Rams, Ravens. Times I don't like to pick even though I don't like to pick my division rival, but this is the situation where I feel like it's pretty obvious who's going to win this game, right?
It's going to be Baltimore.
You're not picking the Ravens.
I'm being serious.
Oh, you actually are picking the Ravens?
Yes,
Wait, so what if like Cooper Rush is still playing this game?
doesn't matter.
You're picking the Ravens? Wow. I
I am
picked the
picking
Rams.
Baltimore.
Wow. All right. Next one, we got Patriots, Saints. The Saints getting their first win on the board. Spencer Rattler getting his first win. This is still another home game, by the way. And meanwhile, the Patriots got themselves a very big win on Sunday Night Football versus the Buffalo Bills in Buffalo. I mean, again, back-to-back road games. Could see the Patriots kind of slumping a bit, but I feel like the Patriots are kind of going in hot right now. I feel like I got to go with the Patriots. What about
Also
you,
going to be
Patriots?
picking. I'm also going to be picking the Patriots.
Drake May season. Next one, we got the Titans and the Raiders. This is a tank matchup. This is a matchup where anyone could win this game. I don't even know who to pick this game. I'm going to pick the Raiders, but I don't know who wins this game. Still, I'm going to pick the Raiders, but we can see a tie game right here. We can see a Titans Raiders tie for all we know. Thomas, do you have Titans or the Raiders?
Titans.
You think the Titans go back to back here?
Titans go back to back.
I think this is just those games where just like looking at the Titans, they didn't win because of themselves. They really won because the Cardinals shoot themselves in the foot. But then this could exactly be the exact same scenario here, being in Vegas and everything. I could probably. I'm gonna pick the Raiders here. Next one, we got the Niners and the Buccaneers. This one's gonna be a good game right here. Mac Jones or Brock Purdy, depending on who we get from it. I gotta go see who I pick before I make this official. Because I think I picked the Bucks, but
A fallen brother.
and yeah, I chose the Bucks.
I'm also
Wait, what was
picking the
that?
Bucks.
All right,
there
Baker
was
Mayfield.
there was a Volvo in this parking lot that's been crunched, and it makes me sad. A fallen brother.
A fallen brother. All right. All right. I mean, this is gonna be a close game. Could Baker Mayfield get another game-winning drive? Again, we shall see. But I feel like that's gonna be a really good game. Next one, we got the Bengals and the Packers. Look, a certain quarterback could do the most funniest thing again. I'm just saying, but I am still going to pick with the Packers. Any decisions here? for this game? The silence is real.
Which game?
What?
Which game?
Packers Bengals.
Give me the Bengals. Jake Browning will finally get a win.
I felt like there's going to be something elite about this Bengals offense coming this week. I just don't know what it is. But I think the Packers should get the revenge. I don't think it's Jake Browning, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. It could be Jamar Chase. It could be T. Higgins, but we'll see how this goes. But Chiefs, Lions, Sunday Night Football. This one's going to be a great one here. This one's going to be. I feel like if the Chiefs win, everyone says the Chiefs bounce back. If the Lions win, then I think everyone's going to say the Lions are Super Bowl contenders and the Chiefs are frauds. But give me the Lions.
The Chiefs are frauds. What do you mean?
I don't know. We'll see. But give me the Lions though. I'm still taking the Lions.
We gotta represent the fucking 313.
Yep.
Fuck the free world.
All right. Also, Jared Goff is 2-0 against Patrick Mahomes. So I think let the streak continue. Let's go 3-0 with Jared Goff.
Yes, sir.
All right, we got Monday Night Football. We got a doubleheader again. These next 2 weeks are actually going to be doubleheaders.
I hate it so much.
But this one's going to be the 4:15 game. 4:15 game, right? 4 o'clock game, sorry. And it's going to be Bills and the Falcons. Again, which Falcons team is going to show up here? Who knows? And they're coming off a bye, so that definitely does help. But Bills, I think after that loss on Sunday Night Football, I think they have to win this game. They gotta get on somebody, and that name's the Falcons.
Yep. Bills are currently pissed off. Falcons are catching them at the wrong time. Give me Buffalo.
Look. Here it is. The only way I'll say the Falcons win this game, it's October, right? Right? It's about a certain time for a certain quarterback to rise up for the occasion and throw like 5 TDs and win the game. If Michael Penix just throws 2 picks in the first quarter, it wouldn't shock me that Kirk Cousins just comes in. It's Kirktober season. Just putting it out there. Then the final game on Monday Night Football, the 5:15 game. We got the Bears and the Commanders. Last time, if everyone knows the ending to that game, if people remember that ending to that Bears-Commanders game last year, you know. But they give you a visual representation. Here's a visual representation. I'm Tyree Stevenson. I'm going to talk trash to these fans. We're going to win this game. You're trash. Your franchise trash. Oh, wait, a play's happening. And I'm Noah Brown now. And the Commanders win the game. This is going to be a tough game here. Jaden Daniels is back. This is going to be an interesting game, but give me the Give me the Commanders though. Give me the Commanders at home.
I'm also gonna be picking the commies.
Dang the Gammies. All right, and these are our pick'ems for this week. These are our pick'ems. I mean, a lot of road games. I mean, a lot of road games for me. Thomas was pretty split once again. We'll see how that goes. But everybody, I wish you all a good day. Stay safe. Drive safe out there. Be good to yourself. And the final thing I like to say, smoke weed every day. No! 0-7?
Okay. That is my gimmick. My gimmick's the drugs.
Fine. Everybody, y'all have a good one.
Yep. Cut the feed.
Cut the feed.